Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. Google sent me out here to New York City to check out the latest Google Home device, which is the Google TV streamer. This latest device is now faster than the Chromecast with Google TV, and it's kind of replacing that old device, and this is going to be the best option you have from Google. Let's check out what it can do. And here it is, the Google TV streamer. Now it's made to sit out on your entertainment center, but could easily be put behind your TV. Looking at the device, it kind of looks like a wireless charger, even though it's not. It has a nice soft touch feel and fits any aesthetic in the home. Now here on the right side, we have an HDMI port, meaning it doesn't have HDMI cord built in, so you will need to get one HDMI 2.1 to use with this device. Next, we have an Ethernet port, so it supports 1 gigabit of Ethernet, so it's going to be really fast depending on what speed you have. Then here we have the USB-C power port. Now this does support power and data, so you'll be able to use a USB-C hub and other peripherals with this. And then here we have the Find My Remote button, so you just have to press it and then the remote will chirp and flash a light and you'll be able to quickly find it. So that worked pretty well. Now on the left we have the porcelain, and on the right we have the hazel, which will be a Google Store exclusive. And here we have the updated remote. Now compared to the last model, it feels a little bit taller, a little heavier, as well as not so slippery. But here on the front we now have the volume button, and then down here we have a favorite button that you can customize to any specific app, or it's going to open your Google Home panel to control your smart home, but pretty much all the rest is the same. But then up here we do have a little speaker for when you press the Find My Remote. Now I tested it out here. I forgot to have my mic turned on, but it was a nice little chirp and it went on until you found it, and then you just press any button and it will stop chirping. And then it also has that light on the front that is blinking so that you might be able to find it in the dark. Now, like the previous Chromecast with Google TV, it does have IR built into the remote, so it will be able to control your TV. So here I can just easily press the volume buttons, but here we have a new favorite button. So when we push it right now, it's going to the home preview. So my Google Home app pretty much, where I can see my favorites. I have my different thermostats here that I can control. If I go back, then I can check out the cameras, and if I tap on a camera, it's going to load it up here. Here we have the Google Nest Cam that I'm looking at. And then as we go down, well, you can have lights and other things, and I can even see a doorbell. Now in my last video, I mentioned that if somebody presses the Nest doorbell, it might auto display on the screen. I don't think that's the case. They kind of want to prevent interruptions. So if you do want to see who's there, you can quickly press the favorite button and see who is at the door. Now going to the home screen, we can see that this is just like our other Google TV interface. You have the For You page at the top. You can go over to Live to see the current live TV available, and then Apps, where you can search and find new apps to stream from and games to play. And then you have Library, so everything that you have purchased on the device. Now this is said to be 22% faster, and it has double the amount of RAM, now at 4 gigs. So here I'm just playing around, navigating, see how well it is able to hold up. And so far, it actually worked pretty well. And as I did voice commands and other things like that, it seemed to respond much faster than any of the devices I have used. Here you can see I'm asking it to play Tech with Brett on YouTube, and boom, instantly my latest video popped up right there, and I was able to watch it. So that is all working great. Now here I'm doing some other commands where I'm asking it to turn down the temperature. It had the 2 thermostats that there it was automatically able to turn the temperature down, and we had some other recommendations that we could use right there. So far, very similar to all the other Chromecast with Google TV features, but everything is just a bit snappier. No matter what I'm doing, it was loading very quickly. Now I haven't mentioned yet, but it does have 32 gigabytes of internal storage, which is way more than previously. Not quite as much as some other streaming boxes, but I would say it's pretty good. Now here I'm just doing more testing, moving around, and there I finally got it to kind of hiccup, and there as I'm moving across it, skipped a few. So not perfect, definitely better. Hopefully we'll see more optimization with the new processor and RAM over time. Now at the top, if you go all the way over to the settings, it pulls up this little menu here where you can go to your screensaver, adjust Wi-Fi, go to Google Home, accessibility, and device output. So here you can actually connect other devices too, so you can easily pair your Pixel Buds and so on. But one thing that you can't do is you cannot pair a Google Nest speaker as a movie theater speaker to the Google TV streamer. That's not possible, but you can put a Nest Audio and a Google TV streamer in a music group so that it can play on your TV and the speaker at the same time. There's just no home theater update or anything like that. Now here in the display settings, one thing I want to show is it does have a match content frame rate. Somebody was asking about that in my last video.
there it is. Other than that, I couldn't find too many new things here in the settings. Now, one thing I didn't get to see was the generative AI for screensavers, where you can have it automatically create a new background just by asking it something. So I'll be testing that out later. But let's take a look at the favorite button on the remote. So all you have to do is hold down the star, and then it pulls up this create a shortcut. So you can have it open the Google Home panel, you can have it open a favorite app, or you can have it display device input. So you can switch between inputs using the IR on the remote on your TV. So here are the different apps that we can choose. So here you can choose anything that's been downloaded, and then you can go to create shortcut. And here you have the same with the different inputs. So really cool to have that favorite button do a little bit more. You can also hold down on the YouTube button and it will let you choose a favorite YouTube app. So whether it be YouTube, YouTube TV, or I think YouTube Kids. And here is another look at the Find My Remote button. Now you just hold down the button and then the remote instantly begins to beep and blink a little bit. Now you can also use any Google Nest speaker and ask it to find my remote and it will do the same.
And lastly, it acts as a smart home hub. It has a thread border router built in, so you'll be able to connect your Matter devices directly to this for local smart home control. Now, I'll be covering the Google TV streamer a lot more once I have it in my studio at home, but if you have any further questions, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll leave a link to pre-order yours in the description. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.